So if Alliance is kind of keeping up, they might know if they...
Radiant's top tower has been
Nice try
denied.
by Box.
That was sick, and Insania already had the Fortune Sign ready to go. That way he could instantly dispel the open wounds. Either way, Liquid doing pretty well. 2k gold up here. Blink Dagger's already up for GH as well.
Radiant
Steals have happened. Radiance is up. He's going straight into AC, which is a good way to keep himself survivable against Lifestealer and TA, right?
Yeah, even Beastmaster. The Beastmaster likes to go Medallion or Solar. The more armor you have this game is really good. I think you could even maybe argue for Alpha's buying a Medallion or even a Shiva's or a Lotus at some point.
Like a second armor item.
Yeah,
right
I don't
away.
think that AC is going to be enough. It's only 15 armor.
What about like Armlet?
Radiant's top
Armlet kind of fell out of
tower
fashion
is
on how we used to the item you buy before
under
Radiance.
attack.
Would you ever get that? Would you ever go Armlet instead like you used to for another alch item?
Dire's bottom tower
I think if
is
you
under
want to
attack.
play fast tempo like
Radiant's
they want
middle
to right
tower
now against
is
the
under
Alchemist,
attack.
it can be okay.
It's okay. People moved away from it. It used to be the build where they would go like boots Armlet into a Radiance, and they have a stronger early game. People moved away because but a nice normal science might stop the Culling Blade from happening, but he's still getting chased down in the Spirit Cycle. Crypt Scorp's just a bit.
Saved himself.
He's gonna stop something else because Volk's gonna go down. He gets his heals up, but is he gonna live?
Weedhaw's gonna go down at least. That buys him a second. Tiger now healing, but he's getting
reinitiate. Nice call on 2. There's no more follow-up. Mick is gonna get chased down as well. And 2, 3.
That Echo Slam was so good. I mean, they committed a little hard on Weedhaw there, and Liquid got there plenty in time and just had a great team fight. The Global Silence just completely prevented everything from being useful. And the fact that TA was able to come back to the fight made it really hard.
Radiant's middle tower has
They rolled the
fallen.
Oracle, and then they tried to burst him down at the start of the fight. They barely lived, and I don't think he either didn't have ult or he didn't want to use it on himself. So he tried to get the Fate's Edict on himself before the Echo hit, and the projectiles were just a little too fast for it. Mind Control gives a freebie, but
Well, now Insania can buy out.
I don't think it's enough of a consolation price for
Radiant's
what
top
Alliance just
tower
lost.
is under
Yeah, that's
attack.
pretty huge. Not only did they lose a big team fight, which was, I mean, there's a 6k gold advantage on Liquid side, but also the shrines will go pretty rough. And only Chainmail on Alchemist actually for that fight. Maybe it would have helped a little bit, but yeah, big Echo Slam by GH. That was probably the big fight decider there, because it secured the Insania kill, where otherwise Insania wouldn't have died. He would have gotten his ulti off on Alchemist or Death Prophet or somebody. If Death Prophet stays alive for an extra 7 seconds, gets the double heal, the game is very different.
So Koifa is the one going sword, and they're gonna try to call this silencer and kill him. He's kind of far out.
Silence is broken.
GH reveals his position, so they might try to turn this on Liquid now that they know they're all here. They're gonna TP 2 heroes bot, kind of loosen up their control of the map. And if Alliance 6 rounds could go pretty bad for them. I don't think they're in a good condition to fight right now. So they're gonna kind of retreat.
They do still have false promise at least, but Insania is spending his
Dire
hard-earned
are
kill on Morals. He's going through harsh damage this game.
Dire's middle tower
Which,
is
what
under
do you think
attack.
about this? I mean, he's against like right-click counters basically, like heroes that are better at right-clicking than
Dire's
he is. Do you
middle
think it's better to
tower
go
has been
old
denied.
Alchemist build this game?
Radiant's
Make
I
it
think he
easier
might
to
just
tower is
go the
under
stun
attack.
because he needs to fight now. Foxy's gonna get gone off bot. So much damage. This Lifestealer hits so hard. He's so active.
He doesn't even have Deso yet either.
He's not even going Deso. He's gonna go AC to counter the Alchemist's AC.
Okay.
They spot him out with the Radiance ward, and the Roar was not close enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
There's a
attack.
heals in the left. They need a burst before the Echo. I think they get full promise really early in the fight.
Radiant's
They're
bottom
fighting on their
tower
shrine. It's gonna be really good for the Alliance if they can get the Lifestealer and the Beastmaster. But there's a Roar on the Death Prophet.
Ooh, and there's gonna be a follow-up stun here.
Beastmaster should go down here. I don't think we have a chance to save him. Nice.
Bounty interrupt. Any instant TP's top.
There's an instant TV top for Miracle. I get the safe bounty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not great for Liquid, they're 2 for 0, but at the same time, they still get all the bounties. They get the tower, they rotate all of Alliance's heroes to the bot lane.
It's not terrible considering the case. So good ulti gets off, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna matter.
Nice
Never
call.
mind.
He's gonna try to save the elf. But he's silenced, he's gonna stun himself.
It's not gonna stop him, David. That's physical, baby. Go through T8 going up on top of him.
Oh, the miss. Missed the meld. Maybe he walks away.
Oh, huge ulti. He's got to stay alive.
Killing spree.
It's just too much damage.
Deso, still from the TA.
Young.
Taiga, no shadow. Does have the shadow. He's going to be able to TP out.
No Earthshaker fissure, so it's the
And
snag.
let's see.
Okay, well, could have been worse.
Yeah, the Alk almost lived. He bought a lot of time for his team. Luckily, they missed them out, so he was able to live a lot longer than he probably should have. But Miracle just eats him.
Alk having some
Radiant's
major health
bottom
damage
shrine
issues. Like,
is under
he won
attack.
stable concoction damage. He didn't get the health talent. He doesn't have any bracers this game because he skipped those. Maybe an extra 400 health would have kept him alive there against Miracle.
I think he's still going to go the cleave talent and the damage talent if he gets there.
Okay.
I think the only talent he's going to want to change this game is his 10 talent, the unstable concoction. Normally you go attack speed to just buff up your attack speed, buff up your farm. You know, you feel stronger, but I think in a game like this where you're like constantly fighting, you're a little lacking on stuns. Most of their stuns is, you know, call from the axe, and some of Willow's, like, you know, Curse Crown and Terrorize and these kind of things. Having this extra troll on your carry can, I think that's like the only way they're going to win this fight. Getting 2 stuns in a row and killing 2 heroes in a row.
Gotcha.
So if they can catch this Miracle, they instantly rage off. If they don't find this silence or the Alk's gonna stun himself, first to down, then a lifesteal. Nice false promise. Miracle's still stuck in no man's before he goes down, and
Killing spree. Dominating performance.
They get Earthshaker as well. They get a stun off over on Templar Assassin. He's
we
got a
are stuck on
CD
the left
there.
side of the fight. He's gonna get slowed. Boxy's blitz is being cancelled by the
Dire's top
False.
tower is under
King
attack.
Curse, yeah. Ooh, goes invis, but the...
no, he's gonna go down. He's getting burned by the Radiance.
That's true.
Top right of the fight, Earthshaker's also gonna go down to the Dark Willow.
Radiant are scared.
Oh no!
What?
Dire's top tower
Gets
is
this
under
inside burn, it's
attack.
gonna do it. Ooh, that was kind of scary. Huge win there for Alliance. Only losing the Oracle, actually. We got cleaned up probably by Weehaw. Yeah, that's probably what Weehaw was out of
Did on
position.
the Oracle on the left side of the fight. And, they were committed too far, I think.
That was a good timing by Alliance too, because they knew that Global Silence was down.
Fight for them. Boxy getting some great initiations. Miracle's speed with his rage there was insane.
Yeah, he almost lived. They almost burst down the Alchemist, but Insania, nice position of his Oracle. Got the false promise off. The Oracle, the
Dire's
Alchemist was
bottom
able to full
tower
heal
is
off of
under
it.
attack.
Get a second stun on this Lifestealer, and then he went down.
Crow's trying to get as tanky as possible. Makes pretty...
We're seeing that a lot from position 5, I think. Base boots, buckler. P did it first, but
I mean, a lot of times on some heroes like Silencer, like, you don't really need to upgrade your boots. I feel like a lot of times. The Tranquil movement speed is not as busted as it used to be, right? So it's just a trade-off of what you need. And 6 armor, even though the movement speed is kind of crappy on ranged heroes, it's just... It like, bracers and phase boots on supports even is probably also busted. Maybe more players should do this.
Are you
20
saying
and 2.
that I should do to my pubs for free MMR?
Probably. As long as you don't need like arcane boots. Tranquil's really bad. Phase might be better.
Not to be able to get the false promise off. The Global Silence is going to cut him off, and Alk's just going to get chopped up.
It buys out instantly, so it doesn't lose any gold, but it's going to be dead for 50 seconds. No buyback. That could give Liquid a moment here to go high ground mid, but will they? No exorcism.
No, they do have false promise up, and no Global. He might try to back, check if Roche is up. Which is not.
Radiant's
Boxy
top
also
shrine
knows that.
is
He
under
relays the
attack.
information to his team.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool how tight these teams. So Liquid smoke because they knew that DPOG was
Radiant's
on
top
cooldown.
shrine has
And
fallen.
before, Alliance smoke because they knew Global Silence was on. It's pretty cool how like tight and play with the pressure, play off the cooldowns.
Makes a big difference, right? Because if you run yourself into
Dire's
a bad
bottom
fight,
tower
then
is under
it completely
attack.
changes the output of the game. A lot of Yuleses are picked up now in Alliance. They can actually fight in a global a little bit easier. Boxy in a position to go look for heroes, but they are running into darkness here. They have actually one ward on the cliff.
Alliance
They got
falls around the bottom.
Call the beast.
Fight
They're
this.
going to try to burst him down.
Oh, it's out.
Silence on 2. Are they going to kill him? Nice fuels to kind of cancel the TP.
They want more.
The rest are leaving.
On the bottom right.
Taiga got TA.
T is going to be forced to BKB. If they hit him and cancel the blink, hit him. Nice hit. Death Prophet, Spirits, they're going to try to chop through the BKB. He's so low. Dagger, 1 second. If he gets the call to cancel the blink.
Nah, he can blink, he can blink.
fraction preventing that, but
It is following him.
The fissure's not going to be enough.
nice usage there by the ulti, and that's with the creep wave. That's a kill. GH doing everything he can with these fissures to make it hard to get these kills, but man, what a great catch by Taiga there.
A little deep in.
Or is it Miracle that's deep?
They're all gonna walk over.
That all started
Dyer's
because
middle
Miracle
tower
showed
is under
bottle,
attack.
and then Alliance is like, go, 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 let's catch Liquid, and that's what they did.
So that's why they did the 3-man smoke.
Yeah. It's all about the sharp timing.
Radiant's top
Sharp
tower is under
mistakes that
attack.
the enemy
20% evasion now on the lifestealer. The nice thing though for Alliance is that the spirits don't get affected by evasion.
Yeah,
so
that helps.
he's able to just pop his ult, do a lot of physical damage to the lifestealer that normally would maybe get missed.
Yeah, that's a good point. They actually don't have that much right-click damage. Like
Mostly just the Alchemist.
Yeah. And even then, I mean, he potentially might go unstable cooldown. Or unstable damage, sorry.
It's a good thing that we stored so much time too, because Roche was up. He died easily, then Alliance would have just right after the kill.
Insani also knows Roche is up, tries to deal the trap. That is an
Duration.
interesting talent.
Do you ever...
Oh, I know. It's so he can sit in the backline on the trees and charge Fortune to that on himself. And he now has a 3.5 second window.
Now
Where to protect global
Protect
silence.
from global.
Yeah.
Liquid wants to play aggressive because they know DP doesn't have his ultimate.
Yo, they need to deward this cliff spot. Oh, good call. There's a surprise in there.
Global dodge the stun.
There is a global silence.
There's a global silence.
Uses
Make it-
BKB. He gets roared
He
though.
just get ruled off when
He still has BKB, he won't stun himself. But he does not stun the lifestealer. There's
Good silence on 2.
he is getting kited so much.
Insane, he's gonna false promise himself. He's gonna
He's gonna die.
Go down. Croak in the bottom side of the fight goes down as well. Weeha's gonna just try to hide in the trees, but they might have a detection. Any detection Insane? Oh, nice sentry directly on top of the Templar assassin.
Oh, Insanio read him so hard. I guess they assumed that maybe he would be caught or something. I'm surprised they bothered with the scent.
That was.
I thought it was the next level juke, dude.
Just on top of the hero. That he knew exactly where he was.
That was. Weeha's like, dude, not be on
Dyer's top
Reddit
tower
later.
is under attack.
Like, oh no.
That the Dark Willow kind of went on the bottom side of the fight, was controlling the supports in it.
Okay.
And the TA spent 5 or 6 seconds trying to kill this Oracle.
our moment,
And then he got Fate's Edict, so he popped his BKB, and then the Oracle just ulted himself.
Yeah, and started pumping heals out right to stay
He was
alive.
able to live, and now they're just gonna get a free Roche. Just
Do you think Miracle popped out at the right time? Because he waited a long time after Urshiker got initiated on to jump out.
one more hero to make it not obvious that he
Dyer's
was
middle
infested.
tower
I think if
is under
a support like or the Death Prophet or Willow or the Oracle kind of walked up closer towards him, he would pop out. But jumping this elk, you can't kill the elk.
Yeah, that's true. Especially once he has BKB, it would have been too hard.
The elk just is a really fast hero right now. Whenever he pops his ult.
Liquid's gonna let him
Dyer's
take the tier
middle
2, it
tower
looks
is
like.
under
Solar
attack.
presses up. BKB up next
Dyer's
for Death
structures are
Prophet.
fortified.
Do pop the glyph though. To make them think a little bit twice about it. Yeah, when they see Miracle use that Midas like that, that's
Dyer's
comfortable.
middle tower has fallen.
And Mickey's on the top lane, pushing
Gonna
things
have
up.
a Basher now finished. This guy is gonna hit
Dyer's
really hard.
top tower
Probably
is
replacing
under
the soul or
attack.
the soul ring.
Let's see what he goes first. 20.
I think it's Cleave, right?
Yep, you're right.
Cleave.
Did go Cleave.
So I think he just went that concussion so that these early game fights that he'd be able to accomplish more than he
Dyer's
should.
top tower
It's a big
has
difference,
fallen.
right? Like 16-second cooldown versus 9 in these early fights. Like
It's
you're
almost
gonna,
a
Radiant's
50%
bottom
CDO.
tower
you can like
is under
guarantee a
attack.
2 stuns minimum, but with the other talent or the other cooldown duration might not happen.
There's just woke up with some GH
And they catch GH. That's what's gonna come down.
We're gonna use the axe with nice echo on the Alk and the global silence. He didn't get the or the purge on the global, so Mikke's gonna be able to BKB on the global. And we have TPs.
He gets ulti too. He's still got his Aegis as well.
That was, as they say.
On the bottom side of the fight. Terra is on 2, gonna push them back. They're gonna focus Miracle on the bottom side of the fight, or is he gonna focus down Cliff? Mikke's kind of a run. Rage TB from Miracle. Mikke's cutting down the supports in the Beastmaster. That was a horrible
Killing spree. Double
Was,
kill.
I mean, the Echo Sign was cool. They used Global Silence, but again, it was all the focus on Alchemist. Easily stayed alive.
And he had Aegis too, even if they blew everything and killed his Archimist.
Like, it was actually so simple for him to survive. Like, by the time he got they chain stun him, he gets BKB off, and then it's like, false promise, ulti. How are you gonna get him?
We just TP'd right in front of the Alk. He has no BKB or a blink.
There's the blink, the Yule's instantly.
They detect him. confirm they drop the sentry, he's just gonna get stunned and killed here.
They're limited on mana at least.
A dominating
It matters.
performance.
Oh
You don't need
God.
mana when you have right clicks.
You distill
Okay,
DRS.
so he goes down instantly, and now
He does
that's
have buyback.
a ton of space for Alliance. Did they get the 2 bounties on top? No, WeHud did.
Yeah. He
Get
did snipe the
those.
bounties.
Those are the top 2, I guess.
They're gonna get the bottom 2 bounties on Alliance. He's
So-
gonna have Abyssal Blade now finished on the Elk. He didn't even have his Basher.
So is he just being greedy there? Like he got the top 2 bounties, he's like, dude, I'm gonna steal all their bounties. Ends up dying for it instead, gives him a 369 gold
This Elk
instead.
has just gotten 6,000 gold that he didn't have in the last fight with his full Abyssal Blade purchase now. They won a fight and he just, half their net worth advantage wasn't even there.
Looks like Alliance wants to stay on top in terms of games won. TI? Febby, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, it's going how I planned it. This Alchemist coupled with this Oracle is going to do a lot of damage. Liquid only has single target damages.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oracle feels pretty great against single target damages.
Dire's bottom tower has
Aside
fallen.
apart from the mid fight where TA used the Aegis really well, his positioning has been great. So aside from the mid fight where he got ruled first, he's been
Dire's bottom
doing
tower
a
is
really
under
great job
attack.
being in the
Dire's
back line,
bottom
not
tower
seeing
has
first.
fallen.
So it's just better, superior positioning, and maybe easier to execute draft from Alliance?
Yeah.
Any Alchemist draft I think right now is easier to execute. You never feel pressure.
Good splashes
Pick
there.
a couple Ags heroes. Like I think Death
Radiant's
Prophet
top
Ags is
tower
really good this
is
game.
under attack.
Axe Ags is still really good. Even Oracle to save people with your ult.
Radiant's top
Anytime
tower
you have
has
Alchemist
fallen.
and good Ags, you feel no pressure. The game goes, 30, 40, 50 minutes, even an hour, you're going to get pumping out Ags for your team. You're going to increase your damage too. You're going to scale well, give yourself a Moon Shard maybe, so this Alchemist game
Radiant's
is
top
easy to play
tower is
mentally.
under
I think.
attack.
Knowing that they're behind, Liquid wants to play to win. They're trying to got good fights as much
Oh,
as
they
possible.
saw Mickey TP top. Alliance needs to run right now as this light they're just gonna kill him. But he's not gonna care that much, I think. Insania tries to get the false promise, but they're not even gonna care. He just TP's out. Koiba's gonna BKB, walk away.
He wanted to road Death Prophet so bad, but the Yules came out
Nice
and
Yules.
prevented it. Very safe escape from Quakefla there, and that's ultimately not the worst.
It's definitely not the worst.
They did get a catch on the boxy, but I think that's about 3 smokes in the last couple minutes. So Liquid's
Regeneration.
running out of smokes or is out of smokes, and that was their only game plan to win these fights. They smoke, they catch this Oracle, they blink Echo, the Alk, and they global at the same time, so they know the Oracle is not protecting himself. Take a big fight because this Alk is the one scary hero right now.
He's queuing up a Satanic afterward.
I think so we're gonna feel a little bad that he is low on attack speed right now because his 10 talent. So as you can see, his attack speed's a little low right now.
Yeah, but once he hits 25,
Yeah.
he's going to be attacking like a madman anyways, right? So
Especially I think once he gets a Satanic, I believe he might look towards replacing his Radiance with a Mjolnir.
since he already has
He
cleave,
has a
right?
cleave, so he doesn't need the AoE as much. Scales better with attack speed and his hero, and since he attacks so fast, he procs a lot more. And also being able to use the active on yourself, when there's all these different heroes attacking you, you get a lot of damage done that way. So I think Miracle is now purchased a Daedalus. I think
Yeah.
Liquid's game plan right now is they have to kill at least 2 heroes, I think, in the global. Maybe 1 is enough, but
Who's the most important? Do they try to nail the cores or just clean up sports?
Death
and then
Prophet is probably the to kill right now. It's probably the hardest if the Oracle's alive.
So why is she most important? Just because of like silence is annoying once BKBs are gone, and
If the lifestealer gets silenced, he's gonna get chased down. She has her ult does a lot right now. If she ever gets this Ags, I think she's kind of waiting right now for this Alchemist to give her an Ags, but once she gets an Ags, she does so much in the fights. She slows, she lifesteals from her spirits. I think this Alk is important, but they can focus him down if his supporting cast isn't there.
How Liquid needs to fight is with vision. The Earthshaker and the Beastmaster needs to go on different targets. Go on the Axe and the Alchemist respectively. And Oracle's not going to be able to use his speed, and if one of them goes on the Axe, it's not going to be able to absorb and counter. They have to kill the Alchemist in that timing.
take for water and next to give some mischance for Elko. I guess that's actually pretty cool here because he transitioned the city. Now he's missing a lot of defense for taking some heals.
Yeah. Fox, I don't know if you talked about it in the game, but his axe
Dire
phenomenal.
are scanning.
Been getting a lot of catches. He's 9, 3, and 10. He's been always catching TA, this Lifestealer, even the Beastmaster a couple of times before Roar, and even in the middle of fights, he's following up with heroes. So I think he's being a real nuisance.
I think the Swords pickup is really too. That I'm up for the game. You're really great when Crow Kick presses as a grouper.
Gotcha. Yeah,
he-
that's a good point.
He can use it on himself or even the Oracle.
Yeah, that's why Liquid needs to go on.
And to say 10, but he's just gonna walk away. Nice false promise on him. He's a basher on Alk. Bash him, bash him, bash him. But Kuroki's gonna go down, first round on him. Silence on the Lifestealer, but I don't think he's so fast. He's gonna walk away. They're gonna miss the Terrorize. They're gonna try to catch up, but Blink's being cancelled by the.
Yo, this Satanic pickup was so freaking next level. Like, there's no way that he lives there if he doesn't have Satanic.
No.
Because, like, typically Earthshaker does all 3 spells in a row, and the stun duration is, like, just enough. But as soon as he gets Satanic there, he had a tiny fraction of a
Where he got
second.
his BKB on.
Pops BKB, and then he just doesn't die anymore because he can Satanic and fight.
Yeah, that status resistance, it really tips off the Earthshaker play. No more chain stun, like the muscle memory, he has to be played differently.
You have to almost like echo instant. Like
Yeah,
use your
you
spells
gotta-
instantly.
You can't wait. You gotta instantly.
That could have been really bad though if Weehawk got bashed. I think that might have either forced Liquid into allowing him to die or even trying to take the fight.
You know,
Radiant's
he was probably
bottom
missing too,
tower
actually,
is
because he
under
did have
attack.
Butterfly
Oh,
there.
yes.
So
They are
it's
going
most
for
likely
Axe.
missing.
Of course.
Okay.
Dire's top
Catches him
tower
with
is
Fissure
under
and
Was he just
attack.
farming the lane?
He was a bit
Radiant's
cocky. He
bottom
wanted to
tower
push
is
mid
under
lane
attack.
to top push.
He probably expected all of Liquid to be sitting top or something.
Yeah.
One of those moments where you think they're going to be where you expect to go.
So Roshan is up, I believe. So I think another Aegis on either team is going to be a little more tippy than the net worth right now. Net worth's always going to be played with an out. So getting this Aegis, yeah, Alliance knows that buyback from Axe. This is also an Axe, so it's really important for teams.
But look how hard Miracle hits it.
Yeah.
It's going to take it down.
Sean has fallen to the death.
Doesn't get the Axe.
Tiger's it. Tiger tries to steal it.
Did get it.
Not successful this time.
He got the
A stun only hits and then the silence goes down. He buys back, gets laid. The Lex is going to go down his first strike. He got stuck in the middle of the fight. Mika's going to hit him down. In the pit.
No, Echo Slam for the rest of the Miracle running for his life.
You know, but the was also going to caught on the top side of the fight. Double buyback from both supports of Liquid.
That was an Aegis drop, wasn't I? I just assumed, I was like, he decided to get Max to Dark Willow out of everybody. But good steal. Yeah, now the Ag's being built up here. Huge fight.
Yeah, Mika, I think that's Mika's axe that he's buying right now. So he's going to give that to the Death Prophet most likely. The Dark Willow axe is really not spectacular right now. He has no attack speed. Once he gets 25, if he chooses to go the attack speed talent, which he might be more inclined to now that he has an axe, he can start doing some serious right clicks in the fight. But overall, really good fight. That was a nice call from Boxy. He caught the silencer and the Lifestealer, and they were both close enough to him that the stun hit both the heroes from the Alchemist.
So if I did, receive the axe, yeah.
So I think they're going to try to push right now, force this buyback from the TA. This Alk is so strong right now. He's level 25. He has the low BAT from his ult. They could also just wait until this Death Prophet ult is off cooldown. They might not feel the need to like force right now. They're in a comfortable position. They're up 20,000 gold. When you're playing Dota and you're in this position where you just want a Roche fight, they got the Aegis and the cheese. You only need one buy. They use multiple buys.
Dire's top tower
You have
is
some
under
big ult,
attack.
exorcism that you want to wait. You just kind of, someone tries to use it, say, take a deep breath, guys. Let's just chill. We're gonna win this game if we don't do anything crazy. And I think probably someone on Alliance is kind of telling their team to just chill. Don't do anything crazy, Boxy. Don't try to push out mid again. And
Radiant are
game
scanning.
is looking to be in Alliance's bag right now.
Is this the part of the game where you start thinking about, like, instant initiation on Boxy? That's their dieback, so he's going to be dead for a long time. But on the bright side, there's no rush on him, so Liquid can possibly pressure Rex, but that's about the only advantage they can get here.
So apparently, Connor, somebody wasn't telling Moxie to
not push out
not
mid.
push mid.
Yeah, and that also might get a +1 on this Oracle reducing with the Sentry on the hill. I don't think he's going to false promise himself. He has no TP anyway, so he's going to try to delay for half a second.
Axe has no buyback. This could be a window here.
Oracle does have 5, so he's probably going to have to buy. Mickey does as well. 2 siege creeps pushing down the mid lane. They might have to give up the racks. I don't know. Mickey's really confident to fight.
Miracle does it really hard.
So he also has a heart.
Yeah.
So, from my understanding of how heart works, increases all regen you get. So his feast is now 50% stronger for his healing, and his open wound is now 50% stronger. So he just heals up a massive amount every time he hits.
So actually, it's going to be hard. The head-to-head fight will be Miracle favorite in most cases, unless he's stunned.
Unless he gets probably he needs an MKB on the Alk to be able to man fight both of them.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is that the item he replaces Radiance with, most likely?
I think you still want the Mjolnir because of the attack speed. It also gives you like a pseudo, evasion pierce.
Radiance is so good against Earthshaker and TA as well, though.
Yeah.
It feels really hard to pass it up.
The Mjolnir is also good against TA.
Yeah, but like
it's not as good.
Stops Blink Dagger constantly, even if you're not getting damaged. Give up to me.
I think he needs an item to man fight though, like KD, Blood Thorn, or like even evasion on him. Lifesteal doesn't have a evasion pierce.
What do you think about this? He's queuing up getting a moon shard for himself before buying another axe first. So do you think that's a mistake potentially?
I think the moon shard is a lot of value on him. His BAT goes down to I think 0.9. The talent. Go Rage.
So it's just worth like having him be the guy that tries to carry the game more or less.
A lot of the times, it's the cost is comparable, right? It's 4k gold to 4.2k to give an Axe, but he's the hero that he needs to win the game first. I don't think an Axe on Axe or Oracle is going to change.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Taiga already has one too, so.
This can be big. Miracle is not here if Alliance uses.
They're doing the huge wraparound. Tricamp is likely where the Dire team stands here while they siege the enemy base, but they're not defending their towers, so it's very obvious there's smoke.
Nice blink call.
Radiant's
blink dodge.
bottom tower is under attack.
Beastmaster. Are they going to be able to catch the Beastmaster? I think he's...
They're storing time for Miracle to run over.
The hand is from Axe. He's going to get a nice call on the Lifestealer.
Mickey's in there too, right clicking. He's about half
Cheese, he pops the cheese and he's getting a terror right
Radiant's
back.
middle tower is under
Knowing they have to save him, mind control goes down on the right side.
They're unstoppable.
Okay,
Double
they're
kill.
getting
Getting
Called by the Axe on the top side of the fight. He can't get out.
He's got Roar. There's Roar TP. Can't get bashed. Can't get bashed.
under
No
attack.
bashes.
Really?
Wow, even with that 25 talent.
He's got 20% evasion, but yeah, that was pretty little unlucky.
There's no buyback on the Earthshaker or Echo.
I mean, that's the best thing they can hope for here. It's like, okay, we didn't also lose the Lifestealer.
Yep.
No 1v5 rampage moment here, but stayed alive. Now, buybacks will come as they want to keep their Rax advantage. 2-3 looking likely to fall, and there's Death Prophet ulti. Good call. Pulls him back up. It's so nice.
This rage. Rage's gonna end soon. He just jumps in their creep. I think he's gonna be able to stun him.
Jumps out the. Ooh, is this too early, maybe?
He does have his buyback, so he's gonna be pushed to buyback soon if they want to defend the racks.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He is reading bottom class. He is
Dire's
ready.
middle
Okay,
tower
good for him. Let's go back to the mid lane.
But his team is being
Dire's
ratted
middle
at
tower
their
is
ancient.
under attack.
It's just beating down
Radiant's
the
bottom
be forced to
tower is
buyback.
They're doing it, dude. They know Mega Creeps is not their win condition. Straight for the throne. You can't stop that.
The exorcism is out.
Dire's injured.
They need to get out, but Fox is getting a roll over fight.
Radiant's
Stunned on the T, and the T is gonna get pushed
That was
down.
unreal.
That's like back here. Now T is one.
We can
It looks
say.
like Alliance is going to be able to pick the win this game most likely. Drone exposed, and they get the slaps in.
Alliance realizes the win condition, just goes for the
Megas are bad guys. You don't need that shit in your lane. Alliance pulling a nice win out. That's going to be 1 win for them. So putting them at 6 points in the groups. Pretty solid.
Liquid is still at 4 points, I believe.
Yes, 4. So getting some more separate.